James G here with Tarpley Music in Fort Worth, Texas, and if you need to find us online, you can just go to tarpleymusic.com and check us out there. So I've got another Yamaha TransAcoustic guitar here. This is the TAS3 C. Now we've done a version of the TAG, which is the Dreadnought version of this guitar, but now they have brought out the same thing in a concert body, which is brilliant. That covers a lot just with two body shapes of guitars, right? So this is the Wizardry guitar that kind of gets you all kinds of effects and things that comes out of the guitar itself. But first, we're going to just talk about the guitar, okay? So this is mahogany back and sides with the solid Sitka Spruce top. This does have the Yamaha A.R.E treating, which basically is their way of trying to age the wood a little bit so it gets a little bit more of an aged sound. The neck is mahogany. It has an ebony fretboard with a 15 3/4 radius, which is great. Perfect. Most acoustics tend to be around 15 to 16. A.R.E is the Yamaha material used quite a bit for nuts and saddles, and that's what this guitar has on there. Easy to shape, good stuff. Never have seen a problem with that. And it does have a pick guard. It is transparent. It is see-through. But it is there, because especially if you're going to when you start doing crazy things on this guitar, you're going to want it there. But I like how it doesn't really show, especially with this particular finish. Now, this does also come in a natural, okay? The Dreadnought as well. I think this burst or the natural. And to tune it, to keep you in tune, open gear tuners. And I love open gear tuners, especially on acoustics. I just think they look so cool, so classic. And it's great. And so the guitar is in a body gloss finish, but the neck is actually a matte finish, which a lot of guitars are doing that. It seems to be less sticky on your hand while you're playing if it's not glossy. And so that is the guitar. So already it's a great mahogany spruce guitar, right? Well, then they put in the wizardry, of course, the TransAcoustic System 76. So if you haven't heard of this guitar, this system has actuators. It built inside the guitar basically turns the guitar into a speaker. So it has reverb, chorus, and delay effects that you hear come right out of the guitar without it being plugged in, okay? And people are like, well, why not do that? Well, maybe you don't want to carry a bunch of pedals around and you want to have those effects to have while you're playing live. Or maybe you're in your backyard waiting for the dogs to go to the bathroom and you're sitting there playing guitar and you want to hear some effects while you're writing or whatever. You don't need anything but the guitar to do that. So if that wasn't enough, they put in a looper. So you can also loop right on the guitar. In fact, this little button right here that you see is part of that, so you can tap in and out, which if you've ever used loopers, you usually use your feet, so this is a little bit different animal. But we actually have a full video on the looper, and that's all we talk about. It's talking about the looper in great length of how to use it. You can go to that video if you are interested in just that part of it. There's also another video that has just the app, because there's an app that you can get that goes with the guitar. It Bluetooths to the guitar, so you can actually change the settings of the effects, and you can actually play MP3s through this if you wanted to. So maybe you're trying to learn a song, I can play it through there and play along with it as it's coming out of the guitar. So lots of things you can do. So, and there's a lot of things to demo. So I'm going to try to just give an idea of the guitar's capability. There's no way to show you everything because this would be a 4-hour video, and I don't even want to be with me for 4 hours. So we're not going to do that. We're going to just do little snippets here. I'm going to play the guitar mic'd and direct, in combination of that, do some fingerstyle and pick style like we normally do on acoustic guitars. But then I'm going to do a demo of just a reverb setting, and then one chorus setting, one delay setting, and then I'll do a little bit of a demo on the looper just to give a feel for what this guitar is completely capable of doing. So we've heard this guitar in all its fanciness on its own, but I'm wondering if I just take it as a guitar and play it into a mix I did before. Let's find out. All right, hit it, boys. Here we go. The TAS concert body style, okay? Man, doing both videos, it's actually been a while since I've done the Dreadnought video, so it was really fun to do another one of these just because you got to spend a little time on it, all right? There is a little bit of a learning curve to get all that, but it's really not as hard as you would think. Like I said, we have videos on the looper, and we have one for the app if you just want some more in depth. I try to cover it as best as I can to give you, so there's no questions about either. But as far as you know, if I had to choose between the two, it'd be difficult because the Dreadnought probably going to get a little bit fuller sound, something I'd probably want to record mic-wise, but if I'm gigging with it, I'd probably want the concert just because the dynamic contrast, it's easier to blend the highs, mids, and lows in this to me, and it's more articulate and just a little bit more comfortable to play. So take that as you will, depending on us. Man, I really love the idea of this guitar, but which body shape do I want? Don't overthinking. You know, normally when you pick up acoustic, do you pick up Dreadnoughts or do you like maybe a concert style or an auditorium style guitar? Then there you go, right? Because that's really the only difference that they made, but there is definitely a difference. I don't know. First of all, they're just really, really fun. It's just cool. You know, some people say gimmicky. I can get that, but I think that's very applicable. I think if you really worked at it and you figured out anything that's great, or potentially great, you have to work at, right? It's not going to just be, all right, pick it up and then I'm awesome and I can make it do exactly what it's supposed to do. Nah, it takes a little bit of work, but I'm not very bright and I was able to do it. So there you go. There's your hope. And but I have a blast playing with these. Hopefully you liked this video. Like I said, if you have more interest in the TransAcoustics, we have a video for the Dreadnought, and we have a couple more videos going in depth with the app and the looper, so please check those out. And like those videos after you like this one. That would be amazing. And of course, subscribe to our channel. Keep us going. We've got so much more that we want to do and that we're going to do. And so we've got videos dropping all the time. And so, hey, if you'd like to know when we do drop a video, you can just turn on notifications. And hopefully we'll see you on the next one.